Not too shabby for some Photoshop, but it does kind of look like they just jacked some images from off of IKEA's homepage. What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're looking to get your music reviewed, you can hit up this email right here. But right now, we are going to talk about this new project coming to us from King Oxy, and it is called Calm Down. Now, King Oxy is a rapper from out of Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, and this one is produced by AR-15. So if you want to check this project out, as well as their other music, their sites, and their links, just take a look at the information box I got for you underneath this video. Same shit I always say to you, you should know by now. But when it comes to this project right here, one thing you're going to notice immediately is that it has a little bit of a concept, because there are these little skits throughout where Oxy is talking to his therapist. And this is not the most original idea, because I've reviewed a couple of projects that have worked this same concept, and I do understand why artists do it, because it really does allow you to open up and tie in all these other issues that you want to talk about. Like on this one, the opening track, Vent, has him opening up about things like suicidal thoughts and depression, and he actually ends the album the same way on the outro track, where he's just venting about his exes, his doubters, and his haters. And then there's actually a funny little skit on the end where he pulls a gun on his therapist and just loses it. He just kind of snaps. So I thought that was a cool way to end the project, because he's venting through this whole thing and really giving you some details about the shit that he's dealing with in his life. And then by the end of it, after his therapist telling him to calm down through pretty much this whole project, he just can't take it anymore and he snaps. So that was a nice touch, and I thought that was pretty interesting. But one thing you will notice on here is that there are some cliche moments, like 9 to 5, which is just your typical track about how you got to stay on the grind because the 9 to 5 isn't enough. And the song Where Are You Now does get a little bit cliche and cheesy as well, in part because of that piano production. I thought it was one of the worst productions on here, and also because of the content where he's just rapping about the ills of the world, like people being homeless, missing children, etc. Like, I do appreciate those sentiments, but the way this song sounds and the way it came together, it just sounds a bit forced and a little bit formulaic. So I wasn't a big fan of that one. It was one of my least favorite tracks, but for the most part, he is hitting you with some real content and showing you that he can be introspective and thoughtful. Like on the song Trip With Me, where he's thinking about death and trying to solve the meaning of life. So there is some deep content on here. He is going to make you think a little bit. But one of the things that held this project back for me is King Oxy's rap style itself. You will notice on some of these songs that his flow gets a little bit offbeat. It's almost like he's trying to catch up with himself. And there isn't too much to his vocal style and his delivery that really stands out, which is something I say about a lot of indie artists. And that's one of the things that often will take an indie artist a little bit higher, is just having an original style or something that makes you stick out. And I really didn't get that here, because on some of these songs, you'll notice that they drag on. Like on Ohana, which goes on for about 5 minutes, there's 3 verses, and just his delivery style, his charisma, it doesn't really hold it together or keep your interest for that long. So that's something I think he could really work on, is just his overall mic skills and mic presence. But AR-15 did a damn good job on the production throughout here, man. He really showed quite a bit of versatility and came through with some gems, including the track Smoke With Me, where we're getting this spacey and kind of wavy beat that sounds like something Trey the Truth would get on, and Bet You Mad is just an all-out banger. So those were 2 of my favorite beats on here. I also liked that first beat on Dedicated before the switch up. Just has a very wavy, playalistic type of feel to it, and he shows that he can do some sample work as well on the song Bus Stop, where we get this nice boom bap production. And this is one of the standouts to me, because King Oxy does a great job of painting the picture of different people he sees at the bus stop and the interactions that he has with them. So there are definitely some nice moments on this mixtape, but it's not a project that I would say is great or above average. So I'm going to go with a 2.5 out of 5 here. I think the production really did a lot of the work, and it's not that King Oxy is a bad rapper, but just like most indie rappers, he needs to find something to really make himself stick out and just stand out from the crowd, because there wasn't anything here that blew me away or got me excited to come back to this project. But that's just what I thought about it. 2.5 seems pretty fair to me. It's average, not great, not trash, but you guys can check it out for yourself and then hit me up in the comment section with your thoughts. Now, you also want to make sure you do all that good YouTube and social media stuff, where you like my videos, you share them, you follow me on Twitter, you retweet the videos, and you especially got to subscribe to my channel and click like on that Facebook page. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you next time.